Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Roman Reigns is currently at odds with Seth Rollins and his faction in WWE. After SummerSlam, the next major premium live event in the Stamford-based promotion's calendar is Clash in Paris. Interestingly, Rollins' match for the upcoming PLE has been announced, and it doesn't include the OTC. The Visionary is set to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk in a fatal four-way match. Fans are surprised by a Reigns omission from the bout and are wondering why the head of the table has not been booked for Clash in Paris yet. Despite being advertised for the event, it is still unclear what Roman Reigns will be doing on August 31st, thanks to the Vision. On the August 4th episode of Raw, after the villainous faction laid waste to LA Knight and CM Punk, Roman Reigns came out. While the OTC managed to get the upper hand in a 3-on-1 situation at first, he was soon overwhelmed by the numbers game. All three members of the heel group hit their respective finishers on Reigns, who was left lying in the middle of the ring. As a result of this brutal attack, the OTC was nowhere to be seen on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Hence, there has been no update on his status for the upcoming PLE. That being said, the head of the table is set to appear on next week's edition of the Red Brand, where fans can expect the Stamford-based promotion to announce Roman Reigns' match for Clash in Paris. Roman Reigns could face 36-year-old star at WWE Clash in Paris. While fans expected Roman Reigns to be directly involved with Seth Rollins in his next match, recent developments suggest the Triple H-led creative team is planning to book the head of the table against Bronson Reed. While all three members of the Vision have targeted Reigns, the Oscilla appears to have taken things to another level with his tactics. On the Raw before SummerSlam, Reed and Breakker took out Reigns and Jey Uso. After the dog of WWE speared the OTC and Uso through the barricade, the Australian star went on to steal Reigns' shoes. Reed was given the name the Tribal Thief for his actions. While Breakker and Reed fell short against the OG Bloodline members in a tag team match at SummerSlam, the 36-year-old continued to haunt Reigns the following week on Raw. After the heel faction brutally attacked Reigns, Reed once again stole the OTC's shoes, extending his collection. This suggests that we may be heading toward a one-on-one showdown between the Tribal Chief and the Oscilla at Clash in Paris on August 31st. However, nothing has been confirmed yet. Fans will have to tune in next week to see what the future holds for Roman Reigns. The countdown to WWE Clash in Paris is ticking away, but there's one glaring absence from the match card that has left the WWE Universe restless: the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. In years past, his name would be the first announced for any major international premium live event. This time, however, the silence is deafening, and fans are wondering why the man who has dominated WWE for over 1,400 days as champion hasn't been given a confirmed opponent. While official statements from WWE are scarce, backstage whispers, creative teases, and industry rumors have painted a picture that's as intriguing as it is mysterious. Reason number 1, the injury that WWE won't talk about. There's been chatter from credible wrestling journalists that Roman picked up a minor injury after his brutal SummerSlam main event against Cody Rhodes. It's said to be nothing career-threatening, but enough to make WWE creative hesitant to commit him to a physically demanding match in Paris. If this is true, WWE could be taking the long game approach, letting him rest until Survivor Series or even the Royal Rumble season. By keeping him off the Paris card, they ensure he's 100% for the next major story arc. The only problem? Fans in France have already spent months hyping up the chance to see him in action. Reason number 2, the Bloodline Civil War isn't ready yet. Roman Reigns' storyline right now is as tangled as the Eiffel Tower steel framework. After Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and now Jacob Fatu have shaken up the Bloodline's dynamic, WWE may feel like Paris isn't the right time to pay off the next big chapter. Backstage sources have suggested that Triple H wants the Roman vs. Bloodline traitor feud to explode at an even bigger stage, perhaps at WrestleMania 41. That means Clash in Paris could be used to further the tension without giving away the ultimate confrontation. Roman may appear at the event to interfere or confront his enemies, but without a formal match, his aura of the special attraction remains intact. Reason number 3, the shock factor. If WWE has learned anything from Roman's record-breaking title run, it's that less can be more. Roman doesn't wrestle on every PLE, and when he does, it feels monumental. By deliberately keeping him unannounced until the last possible moment, WWE could be setting up a massive surprise match in Paris. Imagine this, the main event is about to end, the crowd is buzzing, and suddenly, "Acknowledge Me" hits. Roman comes out, demands the lights stay on, and challenges someone on the spot. The shock factor could turn an already hyped crowd into the loudest WWE has ever seen in Europe. Reason number 4, contracted appearances and scheduling. Roman's WWE deal is no secret, he's on a part-time schedule, working fewer matches than in his pre-Tribal Chief days. His contract reportedly includes clauses that limit how often he competes, especially in physically demanding matches. If WWE has already penciled him in for major US events later this year, they may simply not want to use up one of his limited dates in Paris. This would frustrate European fans, but from a business standpoint, it keeps his appearances rare and therefore more valuable. It also forces WWE to elevate other stars in Paris, giving them a bigger spotlight while Roman's absence becomes a storyline of its own. Reason number 5, politics within WWE creative. Whenever you have a locker room stacked with big names, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Gunther, there are creative chess moves that happen behind the scenes. Some insiders believe Triple H might be holding Roman's Paris booking back to avoid overshadowing other title matches. Gunther is rumored to have a major bout in Paris, and Drew McIntyre is expected to be heavily featured. Adding Roman to the card could unintentionally shift all attention away from them. WWE may be using this event as a chance to showcase other top stars while Roman's next feud simmers in the background. Reason number 6, a mega return is being timed perfectly. There's one wild theory that's been floating around fan forums: Roman's absence in the Clash in Paris build-up is deliberate because WWE is planning for him to face The Rock sooner than we think. If that's the case, Paris could simply be a narrative stepping stone. Roman might appear via satellite or in a pre-taped segment, planting seeds for the long-awaited head-of-the-table showdown. The Rock's movie commitments and WWE's timing for WrestleMania season could be dictating Roman's limited presence right now. What this means for Clash in Paris. If Roman truly doesn't wrestle in Paris, fans should expect WWE to compensate with a major storyline moment, a run-in, an unexpected face-off, or a post-match beatdown that leaves social media buzzing for weeks. The days of Roman wrestling at every PLE are long gone. Now, it's about maximizing his impact in fewer appearances. That said, WWE will have to walk a fine line. European fans have been vocal in the past when top stars miss their shows, and given that Paris is hosting a PLE for the first time, the pressure to deliver is enormous. Possible last-minute scenarios. Roman vs. Randy Orton, announced the week of the event as a blockbuster main event to save the card. Roman confronts Cody, planting seeds for a WrestleMania 41 rematch. Roman saves Solo Sikoa. Or attacks him, reigniting the Bloodline Civil War. Roman calls out The Rock, shocking the Paris crowd and going viral worldwide. The verdict. The truth is, Roman Reigns' absence from the Clash in Paris card isn't an oversight, it's calculated. Whether it's due to health, storytelling strategy, contractual limits, or surprise booking, WWE clearly wants his next match to mean something huge. Roman's reign as champion has been defined not just by his victories, but by how rare and significant each of his matches feels. By not announcing him for Paris, yet, WWE keeps fans guessing, and in today's entertainment landscape, anticipation can be just as powerful as the payoff. When the lights go down in Paris, the chants of "We want Roman" will echo through the Accor Arena. And whether he walks out to answer them or stays in his private locker room smirking at the chaos he's caused, one thing's certain: the Tribal Chief is still running the show. Even without a booked match.